Hey guys, welcome back to the Critterverse. Tonight, I am going to be making a bloom. I haven't done a bloom in a while, and I feel like I want to, so that's what I'm going to do. Over here in this little cup, I have about 2.5 ounces of my Fuitim 1:1 medium viscosity resin that I have been letting debubble and come up to temperature. Did not run it through the airless. And I'm just going to pour this in. It is up to about 34 degrees Celsius, which is where I like to have it for my blooms. Get all of this out of this little cup. And I'm feeling purple, so I'm going to be making a purple flower today. I'm going to be using a combination of resin pigment and alcohol ink. For my purples, I'm going to be using my ER Core Art pigment in grape purple and my Cheap Art brand alcohol ink in violet. And then for my center, I'm going to be using Cheap Art brand alcohol ink in golden and ER Core Art pigment in orange. There you go. So now that I've got resin down, go ahead and give these guys a little bit of a shimmy shake. And I'm going to put in 2 drops of my orange pigment. And 2 drops of golden right in the middle. And for my petals, I'm going to go in with my grape purple pigment. Oh, around the outside, around the outside. Give my alcohol ink a shake, and then go over that with a drop of the violet in each petal. Okay, I'll just let that do its thing. And put my inks up, get them out of the way so I don't knock them over and make an absolute wondrous mess. That actually looks really pretty all by itself, doesn't it? I like it. All right, I'm gonna let that settle down a little bit. Now, this is about a 1/2 ounce of resin, and I have 2 drops of my Alumilite white resin dye and 4 drops of my white resin pigment. And I've just been letting that come up to temperature, settle down, do its thing, and just waiting on that to move our little alcohols. Get rid of any bubbles that happen to be in there gently. All right. Do see a couple of little bubbles around the edges, so I'm just going to go and get those little tutors up, trying not to disturb the petals. Just want to get those bubbles up to the surface so they're easier to get rid of in a moment. Okay, so I am going to be using dashes today, not piping any petals or anything like that. So I've got my stick, and I'm going to start making my petals around the outside of the flower. Pretty significant dashes, so it wants to bloom, because if your lines are too thin, they just don't want to bloom. In between, make some more petals. Pretty little petals. Oops. Got the side of the mold with that one. I'm going to have to detach it. Okay. So now that those are done, I'm going to go in here and try to get that off the side of the mold. Make sure that there's not any other ones that are stuck. And then go in with my little tiny torch. Get some of those bubbles. Heat up the resin a little bit just to encourage it to start moving. So we'll just kind of let that do its thing. And yeah. Okay, it is time to demold our bloom. I decided not to put it back on it. I just want to leave it clear. I can always do a fluid coat on it later if I want to. So let's get this out of the mold. So the back looks good, nice and clear. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, I like that. That turned out pretty cool. You can see the little petals in the middle. And, you know, a couple of what people would call blobbies, but you know, I don't mind them. I think it's actually kind of pretty. It just looks like, you know, folded over petals. But the colors turned out well. I'm pleased with that. So yay, pretty. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And yeah, so thank you for joining me. I will see you guys for the next one. See you soon. Take care. Cheers.